we're very sensitive about time. We bill for time, so we're very sensitive about time. But also, I do believe that if you're training your in-house staff, they have to be conscientious of the time just for efficiency in the workday. Because if you're talking about the weather and talking and just wasting time in an inefficient conversation, you're now not available for the next call. So you're not doing your job. You have to be organized, and people generally want the business to take control of the conversation. People don't necessarily know what your process is, what to ask for and what to say. So a lot of times they'll ask for price, or they'll just state their problem. You know, my AC is not cooling in my house, or, you know, my toilet's leaking, or whatever their problem is. And at that point, the person who's representing the business needs to take control. So they need to jump into a well-defined conversational flow so that you take the conversational burden off of the homeowner, and you're now driving the ship. So you are controlling the length of the call, the content of the call, and you're basically holding their hand and taking them through the process. So our estimate is, for a home services call, like for a somebody coming in to do work within your house, 4 to 6 minutes. It shouldn't be longer than that, because there's really nothing else to talk about. So I want to hear what your issue is. Tell me about if we're repairing or replacing something, tell me about the unit. How old is it, or how old is your roof? What's the material? How many floors is your home? Whatever, you know, the estimator, the sales guy needs to know to prepare for the call. We want to set him up for success. So we're getting our information from the homeowner about their project, about their needs, and then we're giving them information and pretty much preempting their questions. I like to do that a lot, because we know the process and we know what they're probably going to ask. So why would I put the pressure on them to have to think about questions and decide what to ask? I already know, so I'm going to tell you. Our guy is going to get there between 12 and 1. When he comes in, he's going to do a walkthrough of your unit. Let's say it's an AC. He's going to test your unit for airflow. He's going to check your filters. He's going to analyze, you know, all of the things that he needs to do. So we're going to walk through those details, and then we're going to diagnose if it can be fixed. We're going to make a recommendation. Either it can be fixed, this is what needs to be done, or if it needs to be replaced, we'll talk to you about those options. But we walk them through what to expect for the whole experience. And then they are like, okay, good. Well, I know that they're going to do a diagnosis. They're going to give me the information. Then they're going to give me the options, so that they feel that it's going to be a fully serviced, objective report so they can make an educated decision on that type of investment. Because a lot of people, you know, maybe now's not a good time to replace their unit. So what's the cheapest way to get it going for another 6 months before I need to replace it? And they want to know that those options are available. So it's important to set, you know, not wait for their questions, not dilly-dally through it, just control the conversation, tell them what to expect, and then book a time and let them know that they'll get you know, again, that's where automation comes in. We like to send confirmation. We like to send reminders, put it onto the CRM, put it into the calendar. So now the tech is notified, the business owner is notified, the customer is notified, but that should not really ever take more than 4 to 6 minutes.